Good evening, UK. Good afternoon, US. And hello, wherever you are. Hope everyone's doing well. In the UK, it's been a bit stormy. We're kind of getting through that, hopefully, and hope everybody is all right who's been affected. How are you doing, Lois?
I'm doing absolutely fine, Jacqueline. Welcome, Drew. Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
And we've got Drew Lee Nicholas. So how are you?
Half left, half right. Maybe up to mischief.
That's cool. So I think tonight we'll be talking about Drew, asking him questions, finding out where the paranormal first started for him, and leading up to what he's doing now. So, when was your first experience of the paranormal?
This one I love. I love the story. The very first experience when I was young, I was only between 8 and 9, 10 years old. I'm going to say roughly from that because that's where I originally began. I lived in a house called, well, I'm not going to say the door number, but I lived in Pentragarfran where I started to see the paranormal. And when I started to see stuff going on, my very full first on spirit is mainly that area in Pentragarfran, where I was sleeping in the bedroom while the cupboard doors were being open, and I kept seeing a guy hanging on the bed, wearing the military trousers and a jumper, and he had a bow knife in his hand, and that's when I started getting the full-on paranormal happenings of seeing spirits, and just started ghost hunting. And from onwards after, went quiet for a long time, done some private fest, and then I decided to, and my wife decided to come and feel ourselves in the area of 2016, 2017, and that's when Paranormal Postmortem was created.
Yeah, the paranormal postmortem was quite amazing. You had an Australia one, UK,
Yeah,
and
well,
you got loads of followers on there as well, didn't you?
I did. A lot of people is gonna ask why did I stop it.
Go on then.
Drama, too much drama.
Yeah. You do find that in the sort of paranormal thing anyway, don't you? There's just too much drama around.
You
It is.
definitely do.
It is too much drama. It put me into a nervous breakdown a few times, and the paranormal field is not really as what it used to be. It used to be respected, but now it didn't. It's not respected anymore, in my eyes.
Yeah.
But Paranormal Postmortem did do really well. We were in magazines. We were going to radios. We had a book written about us
Wow.
by an American author. We were just doing it just for the joy of fun. We loved it. We were doing such great
That's
until
brilliant.
that last person made the damage.
But as I always say, Drew, I mean, I always say it, you're like
He's
I know
trying
what
to
I'm
win.
trying. I am. No, I've got it. Phoenix, that's it. I'm sorry about this slight delay there. I'm bogged down with college, so my brain's like 10 million sort of somewhere else.
Not
But Phoenix,
surprised.
you're like a phoenix that's rising up and from the ashes. So what you lost, you've actually gained more, if that makes sense.
That's it, and that's why we called it Phoenix and Stags, because
Yeah.
I like Phoenix. I like my Phoenix. I really do. And stags, reindeers are my favorite creatures. Believe it or not, are deers or stags. So it's a really good creature for me and my wife to choose the alpha male and the familial females. Sorry, I can't remember the name of it. Sorry. So it's really important to remember when you get dropped back down, it's more you get raised back up, and that's what I agree with everyone. We rise back up from the ashes, and I have got news to tell you: Paranormal Postmortem is coming back.
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
wow, that would be
That's
brilliant.
fantastic.
But we got new team members joining.
That's cool.
We got
Have
new
you
team members joining, and it's going to be wicked for you guys.
have you got a date roughly for when it'll be there?
So at the moment, on the background, we're looking to an anywhere from the end of March to beginning of April. We've literally got a new bunch of team come together from different locations. We got Australia reopening back up.
That's
We've got
brilliant.
US getting involved again. It's all coming back in that area, but we got a bit of a little secret behind it, and it's
Yeah.
Oh,
gonna be an
Interesting.
interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Paranormal Postmortem done what it done, but we're not there for fame. We're there just to get the evidence, just like everyone, just like you guys, to
Yeah,
get the.
that's right. But
definitely.
I do find, like, yeah, okay, there's a lot of grief in the paranormal, we know that, but if you can find people who you trust and you can work with them, it's a fantastic community, isn't it?
It is amazing community, especially you could trust. I've got this guy who's been with me for about God now about 5 6 years, and he's just been wanting to wrap and get his fingers around the paranormal again because he enjoyed what we were doing. So we had a good discussion, and yeah, the insurance and all that's up and running, and everything else is ready to go. We just got last bits and bobs to do.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So, you're clairvoyant as well, and you do readings.
Yeah, the clarifying things was done by the public, just to let you know. It was actually not done by me.
Okay.
I don't really class myself to be that. I really just class myself to be Drew. I've always
Yeah.
said it all my lives. I'm just Drew.
Yeah.
Wherever you want to put me down as, that's down to you as an audience. But me as Drew, I'm just Drew. I enjoy what I do.
Yeah, that's right. Because within the paranormal, there are a lot of labels given out, and people sort of give themselves labels along the route, don't they?
They do, they do.
Right.
It's up to them if they want to give themselves a label. I've spoken to some great people. Hello, Annette and
Oh
my
yeah.
darling. It's all down to what they wanna call themselves. It's down to them. If they want to call themselves a medium, if they want to call themselves a spiritualist, they want to call themselves a clairvoyant, an empath, voice
Yeah,
echo path. It's down to them. You know,
that's
the inner
right.
voice. It's all down to them. It's not down to anyone else, but wherever float they boat.
Yeah, it's wherever the route leads you, as long as you're honest with it as well, and that's what matters, isn't it? That you
Am I
do the
honest?
best you can, and
Am I honest?
yes, definitely.
What do you think,
I've,
Lois?
I've known you a while.
I would say you're a man of mystery.
I'm a man of it.
And I love that hat, honestly.
Yeah,
So,
it's a
another
great hat.
person who loves the hat. Jackie's got one. All you have to do is go on to Amazon or eBay, buy it, and craft your own. Some bits
I
of
got I got mine from a steampunk fair.
mine I got it from online, and then I decided to make my own little journey hat. And now it's a signature
Oh.
hat a lot of people wants to kidnap.
Yeah, it's cool.
You always find that, but you always find when you create something of your own, somebody goes, "Oh, where did you get that?" And you're like, "I made it myself."
But to give everyone a clear, no, I am a man with mystery, but I am very honest when it comes to the
Yeah,
reader. Very honest.
that's it. You sometimes take too much on as well.
Okay?
You take too much on as well sometimes. You're sad for doing that.
Yeah, I do. I got a lot of projects going on at the moment. We just
Yeah.
had someone putting on their merch, Drew's Army against Bullying. They put it on their merch and just literally sold it out.
I know because I've seen it a lot across Facebook. I've seen people share it and things like that. And do you know what, Drew? Fair play to you.
Yeah.
Honestly, fair play to you. I am totally for it.
Thank you. No, it's a lot of people getting involved with it.
That's
We've
good.
had people offering charity sponsorship for it. We have had people coming to us and speaking to us about they want to do more with it. And it's because we got the people there who can give that support.
Hi.
And again, all I'm doing it for is children. Hey, Judy.
Do you know, I know this is no relevance, but I seen a really sad story, and I think it was based in America, that's been flying around Facebook, and it was about a young boy that must have been getting bullied at school, and he took his own life, and it's absolutely horrendous. And I mean, he's the same age as my son. Ken what I mean? 12-year
Yeah.
old.
We had something familiar like that, but not in America. We had one. I can't speak much about it until the parent comes forward more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had one where the son got stabbed.
Oh my God.
And he survived. He survived, but it was done by school bullies. And
Oh,
now
that's shocking.
the parents are now actually mentioning about Drew's Army. They're actually talking to schools and mentioning Drew's Army's getting involved. And once they mention Drew's Army against bullying, the schools are now investigating into the bullies or why it's happened. We have got people talking about it in schools, homes, college, workplace, because the bullying needs to stop. It needs to stop doing that.
It definitely does. Yeah.
It definitely, without a shadow of doubt, and it's quite sad in today's society, you know, how it maybe back in my school day it was, you know, it wasn't it was no as verbal because we didn't really have social media then. We didn't have your likes of Bebo, didn't have Facebook, didn't have Twitter, didn't have
It's more
Instagram or whatever.
It's more
Like you didn't have that, but now in the 21st century you've got
Oh,
social media and
it must be shocking.
social media is
Oh,
the
for them.
worst.
place. Tell me
Yeah.
Oh
about it.
yes. Oh definitely.
I,
Definitely.
I think most 90% of social media problems, they say they take out carrying bullying. When you report a bully, they don't really do nothing about it. Just tell you block and that. So in America, in some countries, I've actually, if you bully someone on actual social media, you could get arrested. Rescued?
Yeah.
Hello, new word. Arrested for it. And you can actually get done for being a bully. And I've known about that because Ben from
Yeah.
America, who's a sheriff of Texas, he actually explained to me people could actually get done for it in some countries.
Yeah.
The UK needs that sort of system, yeah. And you
You
need
see,
a
in Nottingham, things are now classed as a hate crime.
yeah.
Sort of men having to go at women, things like that, and it's classed as a hate crime, and you can
Hi
be
Taylor.
prosecuted.
I know.
And
I
yeah,
think
it's
what
actually like it's all
I,
over social media, isn't it?
I think what makes it worse is when you will get the gag on this one. When bullies make out they're getting bullied.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
That's the hilarity.
But we still have to be there for the bully to be when again bullied by other bullies as well. We still have to be there. But we have to be the hard tension. I got guys who's come from the military who wants to get involved with this, and they actually uh, got bullies being talked to. People's coming out of prison as well. They yearn about it, and we actually had some nice advice from all over the place. They want to be in part of something to change the system. They want to take in part to protect family and loved ones, and they think social media is definitely the worst platform of them all.
Yeah.
It's like in 2010, one of my friends who committed suicide just by social media, and today we just found out our friend went missing, and his brother got found today on all over social media. We don't know if it's due to that, but he was found dead.
So see you're like obviously Drew's Army, are you making that into some sort of what's the word? No charity, but you know what I mean? Are you making it official? Like something that will become official where people
Yeah,
can come. Hi Attila. That like
Hi,
people
Tina.
can come to you and they can relate and they can obviously you know what I mean, Drew.
legal purpose on a legal purpose. Yes,
Yeah.
we are making it official. We have got a trainee psychologist at the moment involved with it. We actually got two
Wow.
psychologists involved with it as well, and we have got hopefully. Well, we haven't fully got it yet. I'm saying it too early. I've hopefully got the police force system coming with us as well fully with it because they like the thought of the idea and what laws we can bring and what can we do if we can fight
Yeah.
for rights to stop bullying on social media. I'm not a powerful guy. I'm not a rich guy. I'm doing it because my friend's kid got bullied in school and she was so upset. She was a model, kid model
Oh
for
no.
the clothes, and she plays piano. She's amazing piano finger player, blah, and she hid herself back away. She wanted to be a model, a clothes modeler, or she wanted to be like for that sort of stuff, and they knocked her confidence down massively. So what I did, I decided, hey, let's do the Drew Army. So we all got together, and Marie, our for Red Ridge Paranormal group, we all come up with Drew Army, and then I said, if you want me to make Drew Army official, I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. They all
It's a good
agreed.
thing. Yeah.
Agreed. We put our guts together, put our information, our skills together. Spoken to a lot of people. I spoke to Judy. I spoke to Nat. I spoke to other big people out there as well. I know John, Phil. I've spoken to quite a few, and we all decided, well, let's bring this Drew Army together. Then we did. Next minute,
Well, the more
I-
I support it, the more it gets out there.
that's
Because
it.
recently in the UK they changed the highway code to basically
Oh
give
God, cyclists the more
I
they
know. Okay, yeah,
oh
okay,
I don't drive personally.
yeah, I
But
know.
I've had this conversation, I've seen the rants, it's just
But you know why it was changed? Because the cyclist was killed. So basically, the family got together to get the rules changed. People got on board, and then they got the highway code changed, which may hopefully change back soon. Because at the moment you don't know like who's doing the new rules, who's doing the old rules, and
I'm
if
sorry,
you
no,
as a pedestrian could just walk out in front of a car or not
I
if
think
you're around the corner.
the government system messed up though. The government system's all messed up with the law system as well. They both got actions to take and they have to do it. I reckon some of it's stupid, gone stupid at the moment.
Yeah, it's just like it's not been put through. Like I think one of the rules was that a cyclist should like go in the middle of the road, in the middle of the lane when they're cycling. Well,
I think
there's enough
the best
frustration
opinion
on roads.
I think the best opinion I actually heard on that one was that if cyclists want to be part of the road, then they should be paying road tax like everyone else.
Yeah, and
That's a
insurance
good
and
point. It is a
everything.
wheel and a metal piece of metal, just like a car. That's a good point. It's got the same equipment except for an engine and petrol and diesel. I reckon it should be the same system as what you're paying for the car as well, like tax,
Yeah,
road tax.
So Drew,
yeah,
tell
it
us.
is. But it's a nice thought to make people go to the opposite side of the road to give them clearance. But if you've got a single white line and you've got a little narrow road and you've been stuck behind them for absolutely miles, then somebody's going to take a risk and it'll probably end up worse, either oncoming vehicle or the cyclist. Because people just get, well, they're always like in a hurry, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, also, right, guys, I'm just taking you a walk. Don't worry.
Yay.
I'm going for a walk. This
I'm
is
taking you
fun.
for a walk.
So yeah, so like these families can change things for the highway code, then people can work together to stop bullying. And yeah, go for it, Drew. You'll have our support
Yep,
behind that as
absolutely,
well.
110,000%.
If you want to spot this, just put in hashtag Drew's Army against bullying. Just put it everyone on your system, and once our page is up and running, we'll make sure, because we gotta do our page professionally, not like we just do like Facebook. We're making sure it's all done properly with the connection, and we'll share your stuff, saying they support in Drew's Bullying. Go and have a
Yeah.
look.
Definitely. What I'll do actually, I'll jump on. Have you got it? Have you got it on your profile? Haven't you? Your
It
own
should be
profile.
somewhere. It should be somewhere. You can find it anywhere you
I know
want.
you've got all these
Yeah, we'll
selfies, Drew,
talk to
that I'll
the
need to
actor,
work
yeah.
through.
Is it the cartoon selfie stuff? They're really good.
Oh.
They I have fun with that sort of stuff. It's just
So do you want
ADHD. It's annoying. Go
to
ahead.
tell everybody about obviously you, Drew, about what you do, like your DNTV? Because there's probably a lot of people that are watching that probably have never heard of DNTV.
What? And we get 53 million on our. Oh my days.
Yeah, you could have a 25 focus there, I don't know.
That's cool. Okay, so obviously some people do know, some people don't, so I don't mind telling about it. We actually run a show called DNTV. That's my company, so Delta November Tango Victor. That's how I say it and explain it to people in a way. We have entertainment on there from different paranormal teams to Hollywood people to us getting into the film industry, or authors, mediums, spiritualists. We have a kind of a big network. We have Amazon looking at us at the moment. On that sort of side of factor, we got some other good news to give you in the near future. But I'll mention Amazon because Amazon we're working with at the moment. Parapost has been with us now. That's quite cool, actually. We work as a big network on social media platform. We've been doing this for quite a while, since 2019, actually. We've been doing this on DNTV. And it's Eric Taylor's put it up now, Drew's Brilliant. I also run Paranormal Postmortem. That's been a page for since 2016, 17.
Wow.
I done readings all by myself on my own name, which I'm not going to disclose anymore because it's strange and it's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know where
That's
I'm
fine.
going from.
I know what you mean, my friend.
So I do a lot of like major stuff. I got a page called Clairvoyance by Drew Nichols. Nichols. Oh my god, I'm speaking tongue tied today. So it's quite a cool thing. I do a lot of spiritual readings. My main role is actually connecting with spirits and loved ones. And I've had good outcomes and some bad outcomes. Nah, never bad. Usually they're quite good. I love how I do. I like using cards, and I'm very in depth to what I like doing. I'm very in that area when I am. I'm not like the sort of medium you think I am or spiritualist. I just go with the flow, what the spirit wants to do, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I do it. I don't look at the words. I don't look at camera. I just listen, and that's all I do is follow that flow.
You've given me a great reading, and I think Lois, you've had a reading as well.
Yeah,
Haven't
I've
you?
had a
So,
reading, and I mean, there was things that Drew never knew about me that he just hit out of thin air. You know, and there was no way that, you know, a lot of people say that, like, psychic mediums, you know, people that, like, do all that, like, cold reading, you can get your cold reading ones, but, you know, like, the likes of yourself, definitely, I reckon I recommend you for a reading because you are really, really good.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say really good because that's too much ego for me. I
Well,
don't
bless
really.
you.
Um,
That's one thing, you are down to earth, aren't you?
say again.
You're totally down to earth.
Yeah, it's mainly
Cool.
more for I really do enjoy what I do, and I really do kind of respect it. Yes, I've been afraid of locations when I was going on locations. I was never afraid, but went to a mental choose hospital. I couldn't do that. I got connections with it, and I should have realized. I should have said no, and it's it's one of them things you can't do. If you can't do it, don't be embarrassed about it. Never get
Yeah.
annoyed with it. I think I did, and I think that was the best bit I ever will admit is I know I can't do mental choose hospitals. If I do go stunts there, I want able
Oh,
to do it. I'll go into one because it's family relations in that area.
I guess you're picking up the feelings as well, are you? For the
It's
people in
more
there.
culture they did in the area, or if they got a long time history. I just pick
Yeah.
it up. People don't see what I see, and that's I know that's harsh to Shay. Sorry, this is when my bits are playing up right now. It's really hard to say, but with what I see, it's not what you ever wanted to see, and it's like
Yeah.
being in a nightmare. It really is like being in a nightmare, especially in the mental hospitals.
Mhm.
It's something you don't want to see all the time. It's not what people talks about. It's not about the history. I think some of the history was created wrong in many ways, in different ways of saying it. It's what you actually really see, what
Yeah.
actually really behind closed doors.
I've picked up images because when I first went down the spiritual route, they says, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I think, yeah, okay, because I didn't actually believe in it. I didn't actually believe in mediumship. So it's like, yeah, whatever, I'll do it. So like now, like 7, 8 years down the route, and I've seen some images, and I've been shown something graphically, and I've just gone stop. But this is me doing mediumship, and I'm being shown this. It is like disturbing, isn't it? Some of the things you can see.
It is. It is some disturbing. I love it when people say they didn't believe and then they sadly
I really
bam.
didn't know.
I went up there to a guy called Dave. He's a skeptic, and now he's now changed his path to believe in what I said to him.
Yeah. Oh, it's an interesting world, though, isn't it? Once you
It is.
sort of do go down the spiritual route, it
It's changed your life. It
it
changes.
does change your life.
I got it.
Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, whatever. I was just doing it for
Next
a laugh,
minute.
really. I didn't realise. I didn't. I kind of had things happen around me, but I never. mm, I kind of like found an excuse about ghosts, really. Like when things happen, I just wrote it off as something. Or yeah. Then, so when you do go down the route and you do sort of communicate and things, it's
It's when you pay attention. That's when your path change. It's when you actually pay attention. Because when we go like not listening to the roots, we're not listening. We're just pushing it off what everyone thinks it might be. But we're actually paying attention to it in the end. It's when you're paying attention. It takes a lot to take someone to pay attention to the spirit world. It doesn't
yeah.
take as well. It's got to be life death threats. Like what I said about Dave, he had a light bulb thrown at him, and I told him not to go down to the shop on a certain day, and he was like, "Whoa, okay."
Oh, thank you. So if anybody here who doesn't do it, if they want to sort of get into sort of development mediumship, what is the best way of doing it, do you think?
Well, I love being asked that question. I'll let them answer if they think, or do you want me to answer it?
What's your intake here?
So again,
What's your
What's your
take on it?
what's your take on it?
my take. Ah, this is gonna sound funny to you guys.
Go for
Nothing
it.
sounds funny.
If you want to
That's
learn
interesting.
mediumship, it's all down to you as your mind. It's all down to how you focus in meditation, feeling surrounds. You don't really need to be around electrics. Electrics is just an energy. To get learning of mediumship, it's about where you're going to do it, start off, how. You don't need to change your diet. I really hate when people say, oh, here's your diet. You got to eat healthy. In mediumship, I'd rather go down the route of sitting down 5 minutes in a quiet place and really do meditate.
Yeah.
Because I was teaching someone the other day and I was learning about the chakras, and we are going through the chakras. We went through every single one of them We went up to 400 in chakras.
Wow.
That's how quite high that chakra was. It goes higher. Okay.
All right.
So I was
So
learning my
I kind of covered the basic chakras for about 7 years. And oh
chakras
wow.
further than that. For me, I use numbers and colors. Because
Yeah.
anyone can use numbers and colors. We can go numbers of years. But to really, really focus your mind, do you want to read that?
But it does it. I think it's a lot like personally myself. What I've found is some sort of music's hit you. Some sort of if you listen to
Some
music,
people
the piece of music.
some people likes to use music because it's
Yeah.
meditation. You concentrate on anxiety or depression from it. If you actually think about it, music is actually a form of meditation from anxiety and depression and mental health wise. It's actually good for keeping you stress levels down. And meditation music actually does help. But I find the location and start using the throat system and then start using the energy waves around it, then that's how you're gonna get more of an answer. Because in a location when you got full of electronics, just sending out waves get sent out, and that waves can actually block that function where you want
Wow.
to go. And that's not what many people knows about because TVs and monitors got crystals in.
Yeah,
Little
that's it.
crystals. It doesn't really help the energy; it actually affects the energy. If you go to a quiet place or a different location, then yeah, out of no areas. Yeah, you can do it anywhere you want. Just be aware what it's around you, because it does actually give out little signals to connect with the spirit world.
Yeah, you want to be able to relax. You want to be able to meditate. You don't want to get woke up with a start either. So
No,
if you are in a meditation, you don't want something to happen, like someone tap you or something, and like, whoa, what's happening? You don't want to come back too quickly on that either, do you?
yeah, that's it's about
It's got to be somewhere kind of safe where you won't get disturbed.
my place. I used to like going to, and this is no kidding. I actually like going to the fields. I really did.
Yeah,
Where I just the traffic noise, that's completely different. But again, just try and get as far away as you can go. The other bit as well is go into a cave and let the cave ecosystem around you of the energy
wow,
wave.
Do you know I've always found see being near water, like people will think I'm crazy, right? But when it's a wild weather, now I know most normal people don't want to go out in the wild weather, right?
oh,
But
it's beautiful.
I'm quite notorious. I think that is the best time if you really meditate. Is the best time to go out because see, soon as that wind hits you, it's like sucking the negative energy away from you, and that's
Yeah,
what I personally
It's
find.
blown away.
That's why I love going down where I stay. It's like the next town across, actually, where Jacqueline was staying. Just
yeah,
going down that beach line, just being at the harbour, watching the waves come over. Do you know? I find that's the best thing ever.
See
yeah. Well,
where go
I've
ahead, Jack.
been down tonight to see a river which is in flood, and like just standing on the bridge, having that just go underneath me is absolutely amazing. Like, all
Once
the
again,
energy coming from that water.
you're connecting with the water, so that's
Yeah,
perfect. Anything energy wise or wind blowing, it does take away the negative. It takes control on you, who you are. You're elemental with Mother Nature. You're elemental with Father Sky, and you are mentioning with nature water elements as well. Our proper elements is to us.
But the weird thing about it is, Drew, I've got a terrible fear of water. I am like
oh
terrified of
wow,
deep, deep water. But I'll stand there and watch a wave come right up over, and if it smacks me, then I would be the type of lassie that would stand there and watch a tsunami, and then think, "Oh,
oh I
I need
realise
to
whoops.
run." It'd
Yeah,
be the
That's
afterthought. I need to run.
oh it is mesmerising. Like I like to go camping, and like sometimes I have been in some terrible conditions. Specifically, as soon as lockdown was over a couple of years ago, I managed to get to Northumberland and it had storm E and F and 65 mile an hour winds. And you like battling against the weather for life in a way. I was trying to hold the tent up, I was trying to sort the water out from coming in. I had to get a rubbish tent to put inside my big tent because it's leaking like anything. But yeah.
I like what Andy said. Great place for meditation is the graveyard. Yeah, that'll definitely get you connected quicker if you wanted to. Sorry, that was a really good one.
Yeah, it was actually a good one. I mean, there is a lot of places, and I suppose it depends on the person and their personal, the way they personal things. Like personally, that's my way. But I find also, see, like just walking in a forest, even a forest, I find quite.
You know why forest is much better to go by? It's because of the trees of connection of energy element again, earth, water, air, fire. So if you think about this, water's brilliant for the body of energy because we're 90% of water as our actual oxygen breathing, but we also believe in air to cool us down and also to believe to blow away our negative positive minds to keep thinking about it. Also helps us depressionally and psychologically. And fire is just keep us warm. It keeps us understand. Some people like to meditate with candles around them, like a Buddhist. A Buddhist like to meditate with candles around them because it helps. And that candle is actually using fire, air, and also the elements of literally natural elements. Candles are not energy, but the flame of it is an actual energy processing of air and fire, of air and fire and earth.
It's like obviously like sometimes I find myself like I'm always sure that in a past life I was a mermaid or something because I'm forever in the water. I'm
I won't
OCD
call
when
you
it
a
comes
witch.
past in shower.
If you were a witch, and I would call you the water witch, because a water witch is wicked. It's got an awesome energy. It's got an awesome great intel, spellings, water spells, but there's no such thing as a water witch. But in my
There is
eyes, for you,
actually there is actually a group on Facebook that actually they call themselves sea witches, which I was quite intrigued because I was like,
whatever the case,
wow.
whatever the case.
Interesting. But like you mentioned in the woods, I'm sorry, I had a bit of a bird issue. He decided to have a nice little sing song. Just why I turn my mic off. He keeps trying to join in now because it's so quiet in here and I work from home. And then it's like, oh yeah, let's make a noise. But yeah, when you're on about when I've been like really down, I found that if I go walking up a woods, it's absolutely fantastic. Like all the energy you get from them. And I do hot air ballooning, and one of the best a little part of the journey, I was actually flying just above some trees, and oh, it's absolutely fantastic. So the rush of the energy we're getting from it was just awesome. And you think that people probably didn't see that as well because it was quite a dense woodland, and people probably didn't even walk through it. So you were seeing these trees that people generally didn't see. And oh wow, it's just brilliant. The sun was out as well, so that helped.
That
But
sounds
yeah,
good.
that was beautiful.
Sounds
Yeah,
nice.
just flying like quite low over something and fields or something. You just get a massive rush of energy. It's great. But yeah,
Nature's good. Nature's good.
yeah, that's
It's really
right.
good. Especially
There was a comment here from Faye.
yeah.
This is interesting. Like most people that have had or have depression, trauma, have blockages. I believe one has experienced these things. We become more intuitive. And I kind of agree on this because I kind of find the sort of spiritual route just before I lost my mum and started development. Then I lost my mum and it kind of helped me through it. Then that naturally finished. And then Barry John came along and started having lessons with him. And then I lost my dad. And it really kind of helped you to deal with that. When you sort of push to the nth degree, you kind of you started seeing things differently because the way you spend time communicating with spirit and everything.
You see stuff very differently. I totally agree with that
Yeah,
information. I told
So
you.
it does change your life.
It does change you around, but at the moment I'm going through with myself at the moment, with my mum and my nan, who's actually both dying at the moment.
I'm so
Oh
sorry,
no,
Drew.
That's okay. That's
sorry.
okay. So I'm going through that at the moment at the same time. But it showed me the experience before that. It showed me the experience. If I didn't connect with them spirits, I think I wouldn't be here today by talking to you. I think I'll be like breaking down mentally and psychological of it. But it's the most important thing is spirit actually got me to stay strong, and I got good friends and good teamwork around me, and that's the type of stuff I'm going through at the moment. But I could totally agree with that answer right now, straight
Oh,
away.
bless you.
People are suffering from a. I can't say. I apologize if I don't say it right.
Well, some sort of trauma, or
Yeah, that word.
yeah, an issue.
Um,
Yeah,
when we had students coming in, they had some sort of life happening to them, or saw some sort of history behind them, where they really died or they lost a family member. It makes them stuck someone. Then once they have that roller coaster, it comes back on again. And the best thing is you're gonna be that person to help them through it. And then when they're ready to do mediumship or spiritualist, you just be there for them. That's the most important thing, because you know it doesn't matter if you're there as a spiritualist. It's being there and understanding what they want to do next step. Do they want to stop doing it? Do they want to follow through with it? Do they want to tell their story out? And I've had people doing that multiple times with me, especially being in this field for a long time. Before I even come live, I was speaking to people on streets. I was talking to a lot of people, and the amount of people I've got to know through some sort of family situation or loss of death or being in death, it's one of them things you got to do. It will block you, but then you get reopened again, and that reopen is for them to speak their truth.
yeah, that's it.
And if it helps, Drew, I can say specific.
You
It's a
know,
word I can't say, and I forgot what it is. So there you go.
it's
I can't even remember what
again
it's
in my
called.
life here a couple of weeks.
so we've all words that we can't say. Believe me,
I
I'm
can't
the
even
worst.
remember which word I can't say. But my
Do you
gosh,
know
it's
they take the
awkward.
mickey at me for it because they'll say something and they'll try and get me to say it, and when they try and say it, it's hilarious because it comes out with any word.
Uh,
Yeah, once you've gone through hell, one becomes stronger as we find the way back, which is true. Like I've kind of been fighting since 2006. I got a pub. 2008, my husband left me. So then I ran this pub for 2 years, and like everyone knew like the relationship with my husband because it's like all over the town, which is fantastic. But then I kind of lost the pub, and like virtually overnight, I lost somewhere to live and somewhere to work and everything. And I've kind of been fighting since then. And after being in that position, you do like um, appreciate things more, and you can also empathise with people in similar positions as well.
Oh,
And you know
definitely.
what can really make a difference to their life. Just one little thing. And if
one
anyone listening, just think of one thing in your life what is bugging you. Even it be whatever, just do it. Just change it.
I live
If it's like you don't like the colour of the wall, change the colour. That's an easy one. But if there's just something what niggles you, just sort it. Then you'll feel a lot better. It's not
It's
always a
like
big thing.
it's kind of like being on a plane and opening the door and throwing out your luggage, to stop weighing the plane down.
Yeah,
That's really the way to think about it. It's like one of the things that we've all been somewhere in our point, and sometimes is that I'm a firm believer in the saying is that you don't know what somebody's demons are.
no, you don't. That's right. Yeah, because people are like, oh, look at that person, you know, oh, they've got everything. Well, you don't know. You have no idea. And it is better to be like kind to people, and it's a lot better to say something nice because it goes a lot longer than like say something horrible to someone and then they just like dwell on it because you don't know what else is around them in real life.
Exactly. Where in the world, Drew, would you investigate if you had one place in the whole world you could go to? Where would you go? If I came to your door the night and said, Drew, let's go, where are we going?
I would love to do the secret tunnels of the Templar Orders.
Wow,
It's quite an interesting one.
very interesting.
Because there was a lot of fighting and blood glory there, but it was a lot more stories, I reckon, it was not being released. But I have kind of got two as well, but Parliament, that's my final last location, is Buckingham Palace.
Wow,
That would
yeah,
be the
that'd be
best.
lively.
That would, the amount of kings and queens have died there. Oh,
Yeah.
that's got some story behind it.
Oh, definitely. Because she's got all her ancestors around her, hasn't she?
She have,
You know, it's wow. Just imagine them all.
she have. She really have got her family around her in the spirit
Yeah.
world as well. It takes 12 lions to make you the best, if you want to know.
Ah.
Okay.
And that's what she'll stand for, 12 lions.
Wow.
Not many
So
people know.
where's the best place that you've actually investigated?
God, I've been everywhere. I have.
What's your favourite?
My favourite is gotta be Naboth. The
It's got to
highest.
be where?
Naboth Castle.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Where's that, Drew?
That's in
Wales.
Pembrokeshire. It's in Wales. But because we had some stuff happening and it's enough people to actually state it actually happened. We had cameras on it, we had proof on it. We actually got enough people. And I'm just gonna read that. Can you read that?
Oh, it's about royalty and the Queen and everyone coming together.
You know, I'm actually speaking to the royal butler at the moment. That's actually I'm in the middle of speaking to the royal butler.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
he's offering courses online. Seriously, he's wicked. I gotta give it to him. He's awesome. Get to know. If you want to know him, look up the royal butler. You get to find out information, which is pretty cool. But it's certain things they still have to write under the Queen's Secret Act. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not pretty cool. But yeah, Naboth Castle is one of the best haunted locations we've been to. We had a skeptic, four other people, strangers, and myself and my team fully there. And they're all witness on Halloween night where there was nowhere to escape or get out, where it was like all in pink. It was all in pink, and it was just like it had hoof legs, fairy legs, and it had horns on them.
Oh
And
my gosh.
we're coming through for Cena, and Chris himself runs out the door for it. He just runs out of the door. But before that happened, we had three Trinity knocks on the wall. And that's when we knew something wasn't right. I am not even kidding you.
My
He climbed
gosh.
on top of this thing. Okay, right, it's nowhere else to go. Okay, he climbed on top of this thing to have a look, make sure no one was on top of the roof or anything. We had this.
Wow.
It stands for
Impressive.
living a piece of the spirit world. So we're like, okay, then suddenly I had the pink object, right pink, like pink, where it had a hoof. His legs like it looked like a really bad spirit, but spirit shows itself in a different way.
Do you think it's a shapeshifter then? Andy
It
asks.
possibly could be because usually they show themselves in a random color, and when he was running, it just looked weirdly. And as Chris said, it could possibly be in a shapeshifter. It could be
Wow.
some. He said this on our last live. We talked about it. We actually talked about this, and we talked about it when we got back home at the time when we went to that location. It was absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Do you know I absolutely love the Welsh accent a day. I've got to say that's one of my favourite accents is the Welsh accent.
Now the Welsh accents are right, but us Celtics are just a
I
little bit.
I grew up with the Gower accent, Swansea.
Say
So I
again?
spent a lot of my time on the Gower.
You went to Gower
Yeah.
in Swansea?
Yeah, every year I used to stay near a Silly Bay or on Patinen.
What would it be close by Mumbles in Swansea?
Yeah, we used to Silly Bay, which was the far end of the peninsula of Patinen Bay.
I know what it is.
So I
I know.
spent a lot of time there. Yeah,
It's
such a
I
beautiful
used to live
place.
I used to live literally just the opposite of the area from there. Literally the back
Yeah,
area. I used to live in Gendros and then I lived in what was it now? Knackley a little bit. But
Penackley. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah,
Knackley is lovely, it's not too bad. But
yeah.
See, if I was going to Wales, I couldn't pronounce half these names, so I would be quite.
you should be able
Uh,
to
uh,
because you should be able to because Scottish and Welsh have got the same type of pronunciation. It's just a little bit you're more of a Latin like us. We just got a bit of French and Latin inside us, the Welsh have. But Scottish are Greeks, but a bit of Celts inside with a bit
Drew,
of
sometimes I can't even talk Scottish. So I wouldn't want.
You're already doing it. My family's from Scotland. My actual grandfather's from Scotland. Is from the Grants area. So it's from that little beautiful village.
Yeah. They're
Call it
such
a village.
different countries, though, aren't they?
It's amazing.
It's such a
Everywhere.
different feel about both countries.
I think that's what makes it really cool. Scotland is absolutely beautiful, and Wales and Ireland.
They're both
I'm
beautiful.
not going to say
England
anything.
is as well.
No, I'm
England's
not going to say
beautiful.
anything.
It's all
I'm not
varied.
going to say. I want to have a little bit now. I'm joking. England's actually quite nice.
Yeah, you've
Not
got the variety, haven't you?
Yeah, it's all beautiful, all of it. It's
It
even
is.
in London and England or everywhere. It's all beautiful, no matter what it is. If you look at
Yeah.
it, the way we look at
You're the person from Scotland, then, not just you, Lois.
Oh yes, it's good to have a Scotty in the chat.
it. You know
Yeah.
what I haven't heard for a while? What's his name?
But
Forgot his name. Oh, bald-headed guy.
who is
Good.
he?
Hi, Terry. Hope you're all right.
Is he somebody in the paranormal? Or is he somebody famous?
Medium. He doesn't call himself a medium. He calls himself an extra large for McDonald's.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. You're talking about Robbie.
that's it. I haven't seen him for a while.
Oh, Robbie. Yeah, I've met Robbie.
Robbie is just living quietly. He's absolutely living quietly. I haven't actually been out with Robbie in a while. So I haven't. I'm actually missing him myself.
I gotta go up and see him soon because he wants me to come up and do some few things. So the
Oh
plan
well,
is
I'll be able to meet you then, because you're where he stays. He's actually not far from me, so
yeah, we get to go up and the family's coming. We get to go.
That's
I gotta
good.
go to the Grant Museum as well.
aye,
because-
that's if they let you in. If they let you even in the border, they'll be like, "There's comes Drew. Nope, see you later."
But they gotta let me in because they won't get that blah blah blah. I'm not gonna say it. Flip it. I can't
It's
speak.
okay. I'm not offended.
Oh, no, I won't offend you. I was gonna say something really funny, but it didn't come out. It just went blah 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 type of flimming thing.
That's kind of like what you have to do in Facebook. Yeah, the things that you really want to say, you can't.
No.
Oh,
I'm
you,
actually, I'm actually expecting a ban tonight because I put up a meme with the C word in it, so I'm expecting tomorrow
Oh yeah, I
morning
saw
to wake up.
that.
I wake up tomorrow morning with a ban.
I gotta laugh at that. I gotta laugh at that with a bang. Oh,
So I'll be in, as Phil Newton said to me, language, Timothy.
No, Facebook won't be listening to us now. We're fine.
Okay.
We drop the odd one sometimes anyway. It happens, doesn't it?
Oh,
But would you like to do a couple of readings then, Drew?
I'll do a reading.
So how do you do this usually? Do you like select somebody who's watching, or do you actually find someone first, or?
It could be anyone. You choose.
So first one to ask for a reading. So Drew will do a quick reading.
Can I use cat?
Yeah, that's fine. There's usually like a few seconds delay, so
That's
if
okay.
anybody would like a live reading from Drew, a
Can I,
mini reading, then
can I just show you something very quickly? This,
Drew's got his
yes.
card out.
you don't need that.
Okay.
Don't need that. You don't need that.
What the?
I'm just doing something very, very importantly. I've been noticing a lot of people calling themselves medium by reading the guidebook. And it really does my freaking head in because they're not mediums. They're reading
Yeah,
a
I've never looked at a guidebook before. Here we go. We've got a winner, and the first
Wendy
reading.
Williams, come on down.
Well, Wendy Williams. Yay.
How do I do this? How do I read people? Why? I love it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, but,
A bit of a giggle.
and it's kind of what you hear in a way. You know, you've been given this to sort of help people, haven't you?
It is. It is. It's more for guidance and supporting. Wendy's more for guidance. That's what she wants, a bit of a guidance. A loved ones does come through quite often when she has her time. She does speak to her spiritual family loved ones.
Oh, that's cool.
Her dreams are powerful. Her dreams are quite powerful. Her dreaming is actually quite guiding. So I'm going to pick the first card, okay? I'm going to use my right hand, go to the left deck. Just do me a favor, Jackie, as I'm dyslexia. Read that out for me.
Lighten your load.
Depending how you want to lighten the load, that's stress, or you could be carrying things around you. But I'm not going to go with this card because you already do a lot for that for people. You actually carry a lot of stress on your shoulders, and you actually do have the will balancing on it. And it's really important for you to actually de-stress. And stress, I reckon, you're a seaside person, and I feel like you need to go out and take a break from everyone, okay? Definitely spirit guide is amazing. I love how many spirit guides are there, okay? Lois, read that one for me, darling.
Korea.
Opportunity, more stuff is coming to your career. I believe you're the type of person that's looking for more career, but to probably get more on top of it. You like to get things done in a very manner order way. You like to be in very order, and your career is that type of thing. Career doesn't mean you have to have a job. It means you are actually the person who's got a very good meaning energy of you. Your spirit guides are really telling me you're like a spiritualist. I wish you good luck. I'm doing a free deck pull. So it's wishing you good luck. That's what you need at the
Good luck,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going through. I'm gonna say either. I just feel like you are going through some major problems at the moment, but you can actually keep calm and settle it. You're the ones in control. When people try to put in control, you make it clear and say, "No, I'm in control," and that's the type of person you are. In any form of good luck is there to guide you through any day of the position, especially this week. You need it this week. You have got a bit of some stress coming on, and you do need a bit of good luck. And I wish you all the luck as well.
Oh, bless you. I hope you can take that, Wendy, and I hope it helps you.
When
Yeah.
Drew gives you a reading, please, if you guys want to obviously leave a wee review and say how well he did, that would be great, guys.
Yeah, on which page is the best?
So the best one at the moment we got called Drew Nicholas review page. If one of the mods or one of the guys can post it up, that'd be great. On
That was
that area.
lovely. Yeah. That is. I think that's what Wendy needs, isn't it? It's beautiful. That was. So the next reading then is for Faye from Scotland.
I like her. She's giggly. Sorry. She's a laugh. I do like it. Her spirit guide is so funny, actually. I'm going to say he because he's a joker. He's a bit of a comedy. She likes to make people smile and giggle. She's a joker. She just wants it because she's a lovely person. She's comfort. Already, I'm picking up. It's a weird feeling, but I feel like I've got to stroke my face. And when I've struck my face, I think that's what her grandparents did to her, is stroke her face because it was comfort emotion, or when she was breaking down, it's just a comfort thing. And she does this quite often. She does it quite often now and then as well. Hair playing, it's normal for her. She likes to use her fingers in a lot of stuff. She doesn't really um try to miss anything out, but she pushes herself a bit too much. You need a break too. On the spiritual side, you do need to make a break. You need to make a life a living right now. You need to concentrate on everything. But hey, don't worry, it's okay. Your spirit guide is telling you you need to listen a bit more. Start speaking with your spirit guide. Start going there again. What happened to you? You used to talk to him quite a lot. It was knocks on the door. 4 knocks. I went a bit too far with that one.
Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
Wendy says thank you. That's spot on the one and the reading that you gave her. So that's brilliant.
But we've got another one. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't know you did, Faye. Sorry.
I'm still with Freddie from it. I'm still with
No,
Freddie.
that's absolutely
Yeah.
fine. No problem.
Her cards are interesting me. I haven't even picked
That's
up her
cool.
cards. Trust. Okay. Is that trust?
Travel.
Travel. There you are. Travel. Psych abilities. Tell me spiritually. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Truth.
Truth.
I'm enjoying this. Sorry, I'm in my element.
That's brilliant.
There's nothing wrong with that, honey. Just you carry
Yeah.
on.
Who's next?
I don't even know how to pronounce this woman's name. Can I call you Abby? Because it's
Abuelita.
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 Maybe. Sorry, I'm rubbish at pronunciation.
It's a beautiful name, though.
It's
It's very, very unusual.
absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
You're looking for closure. You're looking for closure. You're looking for answers. Answers no one can able to answer. Ability. Closure is if you put your finger down and actually listen a little bit more, I reckon you could actually closure everything. Information due stress, death, information of dealing with family loss. That closure is there right now. And you're actually on top of the tip of it. You could put your finger on top of it and you could touch it. But the answer of you is work with your energy, work with your inner self, and listen to your spirit. Spirit's definitely calling for you as well. Most of you actually got a lot of spirits wants to talk to you, but you've got a rope around you. So why? That rope is there to help you. You're feeling tight at home as well. You gotta loosen that rope, and use that rope onto someone who's giving you negativity. Let justice come forward. Let them to preach on that area. Let yourself open a bit more with nature. Go out a bit. Get that closure done. Follow through with it. You've got travel too. Travel card. You need to go out and travel. Like I said, new beginnings needs to come. That rope needs to come off.
That was a really good one.
That's lovely. Okay.
If the answer you're looking for of losing a loved one, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And you just need to finish off getting the right information.
That's a good
Sorry.
one. That is a good one. Do you know who's there's a guy that you work with called Sid Ryder, and I
I don't work with him.
absolutely all right, sorry, you don't work with him. I
No.
absolutely freaking love his cards because his cards are no ones that I could take to Barry John's development class, but they're so funny because I see his cards as being like
Swearing.
it's basically like instead of going the long way round for a card and saying
Right?
like close your eyes sleep or something like that, these
I
cards go
cannot
straight to the
talk about
point.
him. I can't talk about him. Sorry.
I know,
No,
it's
no,
fine.
it's fine.
We'll sort of
Um,
change the subject, yeah.
yeah.
That's fine.
So
How,
yeah,
how are you doing now then? You've set up this academy.
Say again.
So you set up your academy and
Yeah.
it's doing well, isn't it?
It's doing pretty good. We got more students coming. We have application forms going out literally every day. Our website is massively it's building, and our students are definitely there.
That's
It's
fantastic.
yeah, it's still a bit of stress going on. Like it still needs a bit more, but we have got people really interested into it. We
That's
also got
brilliant.
company sponsors looking at us as well.
Yeah, that's great. So what sort of courses do you run then? It's pagan, it's Wiccan, is it?
It's pagan and Wiccan. It's basically standing under witches and the craft, and understanding how to give that all line. Um, it's giving them a coaching to be feeling comfortable in a safe space and spirituality as well, and
Yeah,
guidance. It gives them somewhere where they can practice, because a lot of people says, hey, I'm having trouble doing this, or what about the herb stuff? Now I looked up, if someone give the wrong herbs in the UK and give foxglove tue much or a deadly nightshade,
Foxglove's dodgy anyway. Yeah,
that's a poison.
yeah,
yeah, it's a poison straight up. This is why we have to have qualifications in this company, is because stuff like that we have to go under like certain names of medical practical care as well.
yeah.
We have to have that into our company as well.
And it's not just that, but I think as well that is the legal side of it, because if you're telling somebody to put so much foxglove in and they overdo it and then it comes
Yeah,
back to it falls back to you, you've got that sort of a burden on your shoulders that you've got to answer to.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna answer
definitely.
to someone, you're gonna answer to family, loved ones, why you give them that
That's right.
information. That's why we got these qualifications by me, magical
Yeah,
herbs, master herbalist, and advanced master herbalist, and then we got the ECM, which is behind us.
yeah, that's cool.
I mean, how does people go about if, I mean, for anybody who's interested in watching the show tonight, want to come and obviously join your academy, how would they go round about it, Drew?
So all you have to do, you can give me a ring. We can discuss about it. My mobile number is on the system, or you can go on our website, which is www.phoenixandstagsandwiccanlifeacademy.com or .uk. And all you have to do is click there, have a little look through what courses you want to do or what you want to learn. And our discussion per registration, you say, hey, I've been looking into this. Can I have an application, please? And you get sent an application, a welcome package, and then you sign up. Once you make your first payments, we kind of really cheap what we offer. We've been told we're the cheapest at the moment, where people are charging like £100 to over $500. Um,
Right.
yeah, seriously, it's crazy. I'll explain in a
Yeah.
minute. You can literally take a look at us, put an application through, and we get
Oh,
back with you in the
right.
next working day, between 2 to 3 working days. And then we register you and go everywhere else. You get a membership certificate, a free book, and a cloak
That's cool.
with joining the academy.
That's brilliant. Yeah, it's something like it's not on my path at the moment. I don't. I did like sort of go down the shamanic route at some stage, but it just didn't feel right. Much as though I like being camping, I like being out in the woods, and I don't know anything, on the other than that, really. Yeah.
Shaman's
So
amazing.
I guess I'm not ready yet.
I
But
mean, this
here's a
journey's
question.
the journeys are always trial and error, but it's not for you. It goes by, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
does.
that's it.
It does. It's always going to be following, no matter what your journey's doing with you right now. You choose what you need to choose, and it helps you by the side of it, whichever road you're going down. A shaman will always be a shaman. Oh, I'm saying the words tonight, guys.
Hello.
And
Drew's own dictionary.
Drew moment. This is what we call a Drew moment. Okay, right? It's annoying. It's freaking annoying. We do this all the time on my show, and it's okay. I'm speaking Drew moment. So, but in this all lining is shaman. Wow, I am really bad.
Yeah, it's okay. We totally know what you mean, Drew. It's fine.
Yeah, I bet people are giggling at me though. I know they are. It's really how you stay as a home or you're following the tradition. It's down to you how you want to follow it. It's not down to anything else virtually or that. It's you as a human being. If you want to take that down the side, you can do shaman at home and you're learning, you're still processing learning, you're still learning about it. You can go out there with a guy I know who builds up Cave Rock's house and you can stay out there for a week or two. That's a proper shamanic way, where he builds up and makes you learn about nature and the meaning of
That's
it.
cool. That'd be cool.
So,
That would
but
be pretty cool.
it gives you an idea of what we get into here for shamaning. But you'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot on that area. But don't ever believe just because you stop, you're not it. If you want to believe you're an area on shamaning, go ahead. Many years or thousands of years. We're talking 16 AD when it all begun.
Yeah. That's cool. So how do you suggest that Faye can she become stronger in her spiritual journey? And how do you suggest that she works on that?
I reckon you should work on your spirituality. I reckon you should do meditation. And I reckon for meditation, it only could take about 20 minutes a day or 5 minutes a day. It's down to how you want to meditate. Start learning about it. What I offer is a full on one-to-one session. And I'll sit there with you, start meditating, learn your chakras, and just start connecting with. I wouldn't start with objects because objects has always got something spiritual on. When we pick up a bottle of pop, to say, this bottle of pop, do you think it's already got spirits on it?
Might have energies on.
Might
Depends
have.
who's touched it.
It's got registered to anyone touching it, even with gloves on. It's still got a connection to the spirit world.
Yeah.
So I'd just say start meditating, dealing with your chakras first. Do your chakras, learn about your meditation. Go from there, start building yourself up. And, if people say to change your diet, don't ever do that, okay? Because I think it's ridiculous, personally. Being a born-bred spiritualist, don't do that. That's totally ridiculous. That's basically telling you need to lose weight and get on with it. I hate when people does this. They're not an expert on dietary. No matter what course they pick up, they have to.
I don't. Do you know? Sorry to interrupt, Drew, but it's really bugging me because, what's diet got to do with anything?
Well, it
Like
hasn't.
spiritually, I don't get the whole concept to why
I don't.
dietary would matter in the whole spiritual.
No matter if you're big, you're fat, or you're skinny, whatever. Excuse the language on you now, okay,
Oh
right?
no.
No, not at all.
It's like that.
I mean, people yeah, fair enough if that's what they believe in, but it's like
It's ridiculous.
it doesn't really enhance your spiritual. I can't see the connection.
No. There's a lot more to it than diet, isn't there, really?
That's like turning round, right? You guys will laugh, but it's been serious. But that's like turning round and saying to all the paranormal investigators, make sure you eat your carrots before you go out because you'll be able to see
You
in
can
the
see in the
dark.
dark.
You know
And,
that's quite pretty much what it's like. Hiya, Ben. Right, Ben, you make sure you eat your carrots as well. You know,
Yeah,
yeah, then we don't need a touch when we go down those
you know
bunkers.
that's crazy. It's just mental. But there's advice for every paranormal investigator out there, even demonologist. Eat your carrots and you'll be able to see in the dark.
Yeah.
Do you ever believe eating carrots? Though, do you ever believe in eating
No,
carrots?
I don't believe in it.
Can
It's
can
just
I ask
Oh
you?
no!
you keep
Don't you feel?
keep feeding.
Don't that you feel better, dear me?
Do you know? I used to think that was my granny's way to threaten to get me eat vegetables. Would be like, yeah, eat your carrots. You know, you'll see in the dark, and you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, World War II myth.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
quite
it's
appropriate because of where we went at the weekend. me, Ben, and Louise went out. Yeah, Louise.
There's a massive myth in the fact of about fruit and veg. A massive myth of all of it. It
Yeah,
is.
I know it's good to have fruit and veg. Well, I don't eat fruit
oh,
unless it's
here
got
comes my
vodka in it.
princess,
Oh no!
Princess
Oh, got
Newton.
Princess.
Woo! He's here.
Bless you.
Timothy didn't drop the C word.
He's amazing. He's amazing. Phil's
I
amazing.
absolutely love Phil. I've got all the time in the world for him.
And I love to go for that pint now, Phil.
Hi.
Let's see if he says it.
You have to probably go to Derby. It's over
That's
the border for me, you see.
I'm traveling around in March, so
Oh well.
I'm going away in March with the guys coming down from America, and I got some stuff to do with them and go
Yeah,
with them.
I've
I
got a
don't.
location booked on March the 12th in the
Ooh.
Midlands
Yay!
area.
Get it out! Get it out!
Yeah,
Oh, there's.
I kind of keep it low profile.
You know, I don't know who'd be the bad influence. Phil leading Drew or Drew leading Phil. I think it would be Phil leading Drew.
Yeah, that's it. Andy's got it right. A good paranormal investigator will work on senses, not on what their meal consists of. The more normal
Exactly.
you are, the more you will sense.
That's what frustrates me out there. People this is why I get very angry at this point. They tell you need a good diet, you need to do this. You oh
Yeah, he's a princess's Phil, bless him.
look, I'm not gonna tell a secret about the other night, okay, Phil? Seriously.
Oh, can I ask you, when I draw my drawings that took place 6 years later, and every 6 years I paint, and 6 years later most have happened. It looks like
that's
it's like, wow.
psychability.
Yeah, so it looks like you're sort of having a premonition then.
That's
Yeah.
definitely what that sounds like.
Yeah,
That's amazing because if she's drawing stuff out like that and telling the story,
yeah,
she'd be a little good person to hear, I reckon. It's amazing how our
wow,
psychabilities everyone's got a gift. It's knowing how to unlock
that's
it.
right.
Exactly, as I've always been told, humans all have sixth sense. It's their choice if they want to use it or not.
Yeah, and that's it.
I use Phil, do you come and do like pick up Crabbit Men because I've got one I could get rid of?
That's actually pretty cool. I'm just reading this. I use my magic.
Magic wand to pick up pixies.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be
Is that
pixies, it would be Dixies, but I'll just say it in a polite term.
Well, you didn't need your magic wand when you picked up Itchy and Scratchy. We went to a location. I had this doll. I tapped it on the shoulder, on a table, and something shot up Phil's arm,
Oh,
which I called Itchy and Scratchy because it like had claws and fluff.
whoa?
And he went and took it home with him until he went back to that location, which is absolutely awesome. And I find his face when he saw it was quite funny. When this thing crawled up his arm. Yay. And it's all my fault.
He's honestly some man. But if you guys have got any questions for Drew, please feel free.
Yes, my very
Furry friend. Faye, it might be do you actually write down what you get? Do you sort of keep a notebook and write things down there?
best thing I would say is record yourself as well, like I do. After the show, I'll be recording myself, and then I put it in my file system where it's locked away in the data protection, so no one can touch it. No one knows what's going on. No one
Wow.
knows what's said, and that's how I do it. It's
Yeah.
I would say write it down, get information, get much recording. If you got dyslexia, the problem is there's too many people stating about, write this down, write that down. If you have dyslexias cannot write down too much unless they learn really hard constantly. So I tell them, record yourself. So, Drew, I love you. I love you too, Phil. I love you too.
I'm getting jealous here.
I've got a bit of a bromance
Don't you take my sister?
I'm taking it now. I'm going for it.
Oh, bless you. I think with all the classes, then you will find what your calling is. I think maybe something will resonate more with you.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, I think something will sort of come out there more than anything else, resonate with you.
It will come.
That will sort of lead you the way forward to where you want to go. What do you think, Drew?
No, I'm going to agree with this one. I'll agree with that one.
Yeah.
I will.
You find what's right for you. We can't sort of guide you on that.
It's personal. It comes down to personal.
It's them to grab and it's them to learn when they need to find the path. That's how I say it to everyone. It's when it's down to them to choose the path, they come to grab.
I'm not laughing at you, Faye. I'm laughing at Phil. My calling is I'm a para princess.
Yeah, I've got a photo of him in a dress, haven't I?
Do you know when I think of Phil and I think of Princess, I think of Super Mario Brothers when it used to be the game when they rescued the princess. Well, that's the sort of vision I'm getting to Phil right now. It's crazy. Sorry, Faye, going back to yourself.
So Faye, I've still got some of my paintings 6 years before I went into a hospital. I drew the hospital, all the gardens. Yeah, the hospital wasn't built when I drew it. Wow.
I think that's amazing. If someone's been well, that's a place where mostly it begins sometimes is when they are in hospital and relaxing, or they've been in some sort of trauma. Hey, I said it. Woohoo. Yeah.
But it's what I would suggest is just keep a journal, and it's amazing keeping a journal because everything makes sense in your head.
Yeah, even if you draw, your paintings, just keep them in a book. Get a book. Do your sketches in a book.
Because you never know the day that somebody could be out and they could be somewhere, and you're like, you've already drew it.
I forgot what that woman's name. Ben, are you still on here? That woman. Ben? Yeah, I'm asking Ben because you might know who I'm on about. It was a woman. I think you guys might know about. I forgot her name as. It was a woman who predicted the future, and
is that the blind woman, Baba? I can't pronounce her second name, but it was Baba Vega. Aye, I know exactly who you're talking about. That's the woman that predicted that Trump was going to make the presidency, and she predicted the 9/11.
She predicted quite a few things, and the woman, Faye, she could be like her. I know a lot of people who's done that. It was another guy I know who's a site who works with NASA.
There we go.
Babylon, that's that one.
Babylon.
Yeah, I can remember that because I was in awe by that woman because Well, our predictions, I mean, that's like me predicting that Trump would have come into presidency and somebody laughing at me and going, "Don't be so stupid." But
Yeah,
it's
we never
amazing.
kind of thought he would, did we, over here?
Well, to be honest, no. I mean,
Like,
everybody never thought that.
obviously this is going out in the US, so it's kind of different from like how we've experienced. We've seen sort of
Hey,
what happened
Peter.
with Trump from afar, haven't we? Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Peter's joining us. But yeah,
That's Leslie's team in that, Peter. It's part of the TBS. No. Team Spiritual Panel. What the hell is wrong with me today with speaking fair,
oh, bless
Peter?
you.
This is what
So
happened when the blood pressure went high. It actually went flat. It started doing that for days and days, and then
Oh.
that's when I got pain in my chest. It's horrible. It's really horrible. But that's what happened.
Oh, bless you, Faye. No, people automatically do judge, but please ignore them.
Yeah,
But
certainly.
yeah, I trust that what you said is true, because we can't say that this has happened and that hasn't. With paranormal, people get individual experiences,
Exactly.
and you tell your story, you tell your tale, like things what have happened when I've investigated with Phil. Like, I'd say it and people won't really, but it happened, and that's happened to you, and it's your story, and we believe that. We really do.
Anyone with mental illness shouldn't be taking a mick out of.
No, that's right.
I'm going to stick up for failure right now, and that's my
Oh
status.
no. Predicted we would have a leader like Trump.
Faye, just to give you a heads up, I got ADHD and PTSD. That makes me got mental health illness. Okay, and look where I am today. So you're not alone in this. And if people seems to be that, it's just because you're doing a great job and they jealous they can't do what you can do. So just
As
remember that.
as I always say, Faye, never throw stones at glass houses, and I've been there myself. I'm quite open, quite open about having 28 personalities, bipolar, PTSD, and anxiety, and I make a joke at it. I was speaking because obviously my college course part of it is to do with mental health, and do you know what? I joke about myself. Like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me. At the end of the day, I joke about my 28 personalities, and if people can't take me for who I am, then are they really friends? Are they really family?
That's what I
That's
try to say
right.
to people.
Yeah.
I just want people to understand the same position for an ADHD or anyone with any mental health in that line. In don't be all smugly, giggly, kissy bum type of thing. Just be normal with us. That's the most important thing. There's no such thing as normal. Just listen. Stop judging us and men talenting us, and just let us do what we need to do. That's as the same as you do. And I'm really strong against this. This is why Drew Army is getting involved with stuff like this, because it's important to hear everyone's mental health. And
Yeah.
to hear you all saying that, it just makes you think you're in college, you're doing a bloody good job. Keep doing good, and you'll be
You
where you
are.
are. So I'm sorry to jump in a few times like that, but I
No,
think
no,
No,
we
that's
fine.
fine. No,
I
it's
think people it gets on my boob. Sorry to swear like that, but it does get on my boob
It's
when
okay. We had an F word the other week, so it's
yeah.
fine.
it really does. It really does get on my boob when you got people telling you got problems or you got listen and don't listen or they think you're crazy. Well, hello, you're smoking a pipe or something. By Christ, you're
Oh
out doing
gosh, bless
something,
you.
and that's what hurts me.
It's okay, Phil. I'll be your second wife someday, or your third, or your fourth,
Now I'm
or
getting
fifth.
jealous. Wait. What's going on here?
He says that I'm amazing, one amazing lady. Absolutely, honestly, make me blush. I'll go redder than.
Oh,
Phil,
bless you.
I think he's in love with you. I think she's in love with you, and you're in love with her. I think you need to make
Yeah.
a connection. Get.
Oh, shh! Don't tell everybody. I don't want
I
Diane
want.
knowing.
Yeah,
Shh.
that's right. Peter says, think about past decades and eras where troubles were not recognised when supportive devices were not around.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
my gosh, in those times, and the
All
asylum
about-
system. Oh my gosh,
Can you
it's
imagine how
horrendous, isn't it?
people live? You get bullied at and bullied and attacked.
Oh wow, Scottish champion marathon runner. That's fantastic.
God, I
It
can't
is
even
good.
Wow, that's one hell of an
imagine.
achievement. That is.
I'd be
I,
wheeling
yeah,
down the
I
road.
can't run. I can't. Let alone- oh no! Wow, that's brilliant.
That's a
I,
date
I,
film.
I really enjoy this. I really enjoy the show. Quite a good show.
I've really enjoyed it as well, and do you know what? It's it's quite good when you can get to talk about subjects like this as well, because it does bring it down to that it's okay not to be okay.
That's
Um,
this is right. People judge but can't judge themselves. Yeah, it's so easy to throw something at someone, going, "Oh, look at that," whatever, and yeah, they're sort of diverting from themselves, aren't they? Really, and maybe it's their insecurities. It makes them feel better because they're being a complete. But yeah,
I
oh,
agree.
but I hope. Oh no, oh bless you. That's shocking. But I just hope you can sort of start walking and everything, and I hope you can put this behind you as well.
Faye, I
Definitely,
gotta agree with you on something. I'm wheelchair bounded, so I can join you. And if you could do it, I'll try and do it.
Oh, bless you.
definitely, definitely.
Definitely.
But it's been a great show, guys. I've
Yeah,
really,
it's been
really enjoyed it.
interesting. Yeah.
It's been an interesting one.
Oh, bless you. That people are far too judgmental. They really are everything.
This
But
is where psychology comes in.
just be yourself, and yeah, to get here where you are now, Faye. Yeah, you're strong, and keep at it. You're
This
a
is where
wonderful
Definitely,
person, and don't forget that.
that's where the psychology come in and mindfulness. And I think it's important. She needs to know. She just she's got people here. She needs it, and that's how important it is to her. So, Faye,
definitely.
message Jackie or
Yeah.
the guys.
Yeah, fine. Send me a friend request if you want. That's fine. Yeah,
Good
but
night,
yeah.
night, Ben. I'm splitting the
Good
night.
night, Ben. I hope your toes all right. You've
Ben,
had
I'm
a slight
divorcing you.
accident the
You were
other day.
late. I'm divorcing you, Ben. You were late. You promised to be
I'm
here.
sorry. That's absolutely horrendous. That
It's
is
about time
shocking.
and
And I hope you can get
it's
some.
sorry.
That's horrendous. I don't know if you can get solicitor on that one.
Was it 7 years? I mental
That's
hospital
shocking.
illness I did not have.
Yeah.
Oh, she can have. Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
She can. I know.
Definitely.
Oh, bless you.
I'm actually
Yeah.
in the middle of doing one of them cases right now. I'm not even kidding you. I'm actually
Because
having
that
someone.
is so wrong.
Yeah, it can be done for medical practical care. If you can get all your medical files to
Oh,
prove,
God bless you.
go for it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
My toes is still black.
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 Yeah, he's broke his toe,
Oh,
but then he met me, going climbing up banks and things.
He's got big guts. I hope your toe
Ego
gets better.
does it.
that's
Yeah, ego. That's a nasty thing, isn't it, when it comes out into the forefront?
yeah.
But yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So, stronger person, do not want their money. I want an apology. Yeah, I totally get you on that. You just want them to admit that they've done wrong.
That's it. That's all they want. That's all they want
Yeah,
is apologies.
yeah. But look after yourselves anyway, and take care.
See you
And
later,
thank you everyone
guys.
for watching. Um, oh
And
bless you.
definitely
So
follow,
Andy,
follow. Wait a minute, I'm trying to edge my finger towards Drew.
yeah,
Give this guy a follow, and watch out for his army. Definitely.
yeah. So Andy says your reading is very good. I hope that those that had a reading can take something from them. So look after yourselves, everybody. Stay safe. We've got some horrendous weather in the UK. I'm not quite sure where everyone's from, but in the US, there's been some tornadoes in certain areas and things. But look after yourselves, yeah. Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Oh, thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Thanks a lot. Take
Bye,
care. Night,
Faye.
everyone.
Night,
Goodbye.
everybody.
See you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.